Okay, everybody. So as you know, in that community post, we had that tropical storm come by recently, and today's the day after the storm. Things are much calmer. You can see the sun is out, and then as you also saw, the house is still currently on generator power. And I'll point out some stuff along the outside and maybe some stuff inside too. So let's go outside and see how everything looks. And you can see the garage door openers work fine. You may remember from the 2018 video. All right, let's go have a look around. Yep, definitely some tree debris that you can see along the ground here. My dad and I were actually out here yesterday evening. Not long after I got home from work, we actually cleaned up a lot of the big stuff, and just the smaller stuff we kind of left around here. Things don't look too bad along here because we don't really have any big trees around our property here, so that was good. But just to give you an idea, let me show you what's in the garbage pail over here. You can see the lid's not even fully down. Yep, here's a lot of the big stuff that we collected, so we definitely took care of a lot of stuff there. And yeah, let's see, this house has a generator. There's a new house at the end of the street over that way. They have a generator. And I can also hear some generators down that part of the street as well. All right, so let's walk up here. These trees did fine. You can see they're all still standing, but I mean a lot of branches and stuff did come down from them. Yeah, still got a mess on the driveway here. We'll have to rake these up at some point, but not the worst. If I go over here to the gas meter, you can hear it running right now. And as you know, right now, on generator power, just the first floor has air conditioning. But I have to say, you may remember from the 2018 video I had said about how much the generator lowered down when the compressor was trying to start. Like this time, it was totally fine. You just heard the generator kind of get its under load sound, and the lights maybe go down for just a second, if that, and come back up. So really, it does fine. It's starting up. It by the way the generator sounds, you can tell when the compressor's out of the start winding, and I mean it sounds totally fine. It really does. So again, just the first floor. No air conditioning on the second floor, but we do have fans, so that works okay. Let's see. So in the middle of the night, we have partial lighting on generator power. The cabana lights work. The garage lights don't work. Let's see. On the front of the house, the lights at the front door don't work, but the walkway lights do. So again, we have like partial lighting, which is okay. And yeah, so let's have a look of more of along the back here. And yeah, you can see the umbrellas did fine, thankfully. That was good. Got a lot of tree debris along the areas here. Inside of the cabana did fine. That's all good. But yeah, get over here towards the yard. You can see there's a lot more. Stuff down here that really came down from the trees. And again, this is after my dad and I cleaned up all that other stuff that you saw. So while I'm out here, just for the heck of it, here's my mom's garden again. You can see just how much more the stuff has grown since I did the last backyard update video. And yeah, just a lot of stuff here and there. So I guess some more branches came off these trees over here. But now everything's nice and calm. It's kind of weird how the day after a storm it's like sunny out and calm, just kind of interesting. I can hear some more generators in the distance over there, so I'm guessing they have stuff going as well. I don't quite know when the house lost power, but I think my mom said around maybe 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and that's when the generator kicked on. Because I was at work, so I didn't see it happen. So not the worst, really, So yeah, everything out here is let's see. that light's not powered, but the light on the other side is powered, which I think is fine because this area gets some light from the cabana lights, as you saw, but the other side doesn't. So I'm glad that light works. And since the cabana has power, these lights, that you saw in my video, those get powered too. And let's see. So if the cabana has power, obviously this has power too. That's really good. You can see the lights on and everything. This is doing just fine. So like I said, all the important stuff more or less has the power. You know what I'm saying? So that's all good there. And don't think we have too much stuff on the other side of the house. One thing that's not powered is the hot tub. The hot tub's not on the generator, but it's covered, and I put some chlorine in, so I'm sure it's going to be just fine. All right. Yeah, not too much stuff over here. One of these chairs was flown like all the way over there, so my dad cleaned that up yesterday. Yeah, you can hear the generator running right now. Sounds like it's doing just fine. Yep, looks good. Both radon fans have power. So right now, let's see. The basement lights and the garage lights don't have power, if you remember from the video. But again, nothing really important down there. And plus, also we have the garage door opener lights, and those work fine. So we have like a good spare, and there's 3 of them, so that should be good enough. And no dehumidifier either. But again, I don't think that's really that big of a deal. And yeah, you can see some stuff along the corners of the fence here. So that is one good thing when you don't have too many trees around your property. You don't have as much tree debris to worry about. And obviously, you can tell because the other side of the house is where most of the stuff is. And we'll have to get more of that cleaned up. But most of that stuff can just be raked or whatever. So these things stayed in pretty good position, especially these plastic benches. I was pretty impressed by that. Because the winds around here got up to like 60 or 65 miles an hour, so that was pretty strong. Wind chime is okay. But yeah, wow, this is quite the mess, huh? So yeah, we definitely had our first storm experience in Connecticut, I guess you could say, huh? But let me tell you this, I'm just really glad that this happened after the generator was all done and after the backyard was all done. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad this is all done before this stuff happened, That could have been a setback after how many setbacks the backyard had, remember? Alright, but we won't harp on that too much. Alright, so here's everything outside. So let me go ahead and show you some stuff inside. Not really much to show, but just some stuff that, like I set up for these conditions, I guess you could say. Okay, so one thing you guys may remember is that when I made the generator video, I had said that this office in here was not on generator power. And as you know, this room is where the internet is connected. So obviously, where the internet would normally be connected wouldn't have power, but as you can see, it's lit up. And why is that? Well, if you look down here... Hey, Bella. If you look down here, check that out. It's amazing what a simple extension cord can do, huh? So, because I knew that this outlet had power, so I was like, hey, you know what? Just run an extension cord from there over into here, and then the internet will work. And sure enough, it does. Imagine that. And I know some people have said, that this room, this should have been powered or whatever, but, you have to remember that the generator wasn't thought of until about a year and a half after the house was already finished. So, and these circuit breaker panels were so heavily modified, as you may have seen from the videos already. So, there's only so much that could have been done, and I think we did the best thing that we could have done. And as you can see, it's very easy to get around those kinds of situations. Now, let me go upstairs and show you some things up here. As I had said before, there's no air conditioning up here on generator power, but I had some good alternatives. So in my room here, I had Oh, you know what? Hang on a second. The radio's playing because of the alarm clock. Okay, there we go. So basically, what I did was, since it was pretty cloudy yesterday, I didn't really have to worry about much in terms of heat. So really, what I did was, when I sat at my computer yesterday, on my that Massey fan that you guys may remember, I had that plopped right there. Had a little breeze on me while I'm sitting at the computer doing stuff. Was awesome. Totally comfortable, not too hot, nothing. And I just, I have the shades down right now so the sun doesn't shine in. And so the temperature was around, I think like 73 or 74. And you can see I have the thermostat turned off right now. Now, I should tell you that the air handlers themselves will operate on generator power, but of course the air conditioner doesn't. So I just leave it off so, like, there's no sudden surge of power when utility power comes back. And then when I slept last night, we try to keep the rooms pretty cold at night, but I didn't have that option. So the only other option I had was to just simply put the fan right here and just get a breeze right over there. And let me tell you, that worked perfectly. I slept really solid last night, had the gentle breeze on me, wasn't too hot, worked perfectly. So I do have some good temperature tolerances, which is definitely good in those situations. And basically I guess just everything else up here, the important stuff is powered, like, I mean, this isn't really important, so to say, but you can see that nightlight has power, and I know for a fact that the refrigerator has power. You could probably hear it running right now. You could definitely hear the compressor going up and down just a little bit because of the generator, which is, nothing really you can do about that, but it is running, so that's good. Okay, guys, and I guess that's basically everything. Just had there's Bella again. Just had a little tropical storm experience, and if you want to call it that, and everything's okay. We have partial power with the important stuff, which is very good. And hopefully soon enough, utility power will be restored. We shall see how it goes from here. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.